So I'm trying to see. I don't damn know. I'm trying to see some. I don't know. Trying to see if this will work. You know, YouTube be hating on people. But if nobody shows up to the room, I get a like before somebody enter the room. Like somebody done click like and they not even in the room. Hey, how's it going? We will be in the blackness. So we will be listening. Yes, listening. I'm trying to learn how to work this chat real quick so I can read the comments. Oh, welcome, Cosmic. Yes, we are definitely like, I done forgot the title already. Oh, yeah, I've been seeking companionship. Oh, thank you, honey. I need every thumbs up, share, everything, okay? But as y'all know, I'm in the truck right now. A week ago I was ready to retire, but I sat down with my boss and a few people, and they was like, you know what, we're gonna work together. And I was like, yeah. But hi, welcome, Brenda. So let's see, can we get 5 people in the chat? Or let's say 5 minutes. So whatever 5 minutes give us, 5 people in the chat or 5 minutes. Oh yeah, they be hating hard. Like I guess they done lift the restriction. So I know for a fact I might have like 7 minutes I could chat right now. Like 7 good minutes. They'll give me 7 minutes. See, we not talking about no pandemic stuff today. We talking about something real. Um, personal, personal and real. Okay. Um, I went all the way to California to find companionship. You understand? And that didn't work out right. Like I literally thought I was gonna find companionship in California, but I realized it was a bunch of uh, Blanco Hispanics out there, and the melanated people that were out there weren't even from there. It was sort of like Atlanta. So long story short on that part, but back to the companionship part. Like I say, I'm waiting on at least 5 people to get in the room and get stable. If we could get them thumbs up, that'd be great. Or 5 minutes. So whenever we get to 5 minutes or 5 people, then I'll start chatting, because I think a lot of people need to realize what companionship really is anyway. A lot of people don't understand what companionship is. You understand? Welcome, Zeth Zeta Rex. Welcome. Anybody else in here? Thank you so much. The thumbs up, the thumbs up. And you know something, y'all? I tell you the truth. My life and personal relationships. I've never been in a personal relationship, no commitment. Okay, so you're taking advice from a virgin when it comes to relationships, not virgin to fucking and all that. I'm just saying like a virgin to commitment, affection. Okay. Oh, thank you, Rex. Thank you, Rex. I'll make sure to put your name in the bowl when it's time to pull some more goodies out for y'all. Okay, you might want a spiritual package or something. I will definitely keep that in mind. Now, let's talk about it. Thank you for the thumbs up and thank you for the support. So, companionship. Right now, I'm to the point in my life, companionship could be man or woman, okay? Because I'm not looking for sexual affection, okay? I'm looking for someone who wants to economically grow, spiritually grow, and grow agriculturally, okay? I'm to the point now where I'm like, look, if they're not talking about growing their own food, saving money, and just not entertaining these streets, like it's nothing I could do about it. Okay. Like there's nothing in my mind. Like when a guy approached me to court with me, I'm looking at him mentally. I'm not looking at him sexually. Okay. I was blessed with the curse to please myself ever since I was like 9 years old. Okay. So I know what it's like to climax. I don't need a man to teach me how to climax. I need a man to show me that he can economically fend for himself and has a green thumb. Somebody would call. Somebody would call. Okay. Economically fend for himself, psychologically know that the world is against us and not for us, okay? Also know the standards of the programming. We got to know the standards of the programming. If we don't know that the standards of the programming is designed to enslave us, there's a major problem. That's like a weak link. That's like you on the Titanic and it's like you on the Titanic and you got a slow leak. That's what a person that don't understand this type of ball game is, okay? So me at 35 years old seeking a companion has been devastating. The closest thing I've gotten to a companion is an alcoholic. Swear to God, a Social Security alcoholic. Okay, a obese man that can't read. I swear to y'all on my family, that's the closest I've got to the companionship that I could ever have. Okay. You don't have to believe me, but I'm telling you, right now, a lot of people, a lot of single people out there, a lot of widows, a lot of people need to get companionships. That's right. And don't look at these companionships like if we're not having sex, we don't match. That's a lie. That's a lie. It's a lot of older people that been together their whole life. They not screwing. They're not screwing, but just by them calling on the phone and saying how you doing, what you up to, hugs and kisses is everything. We're in a pandemic. Stop screwing and find a companion, okay? You got to find somebody you can trust. The closest person I can trust is my mother, even though we have a lot of problems too. So, I met this guy. Yes, I did. I met this guy, and he was hooking up my cameras. And when he was hooking up my cameras, in the end, he was like, "Can I call you?" And I was like, "Sure, you could call me." And so we decided one night to drink. Like he didn't like I had my spiritual candles burning and stuff, like my little voodoo candles. Like he came over and he wasn't even bothered. He didn't even ask me what that stuff was, you know what I mean? But he tried to lean over and kiss me, and that really struck a nerve. That really struck a nerve because the first thing I asked him was, uh, do you have the Vaseline? You know, the Vaseline that you grease all over your face? That's the first thing I asked him. And he was like, oh, yeah, I couldn't even work this job unless I had it. And I just started crying on the inside. You know what I mean? I really started crying on the inside. And I was like, man, it might be over for us. It might be over for us. Like, you talking about celibacy? We're talking about taking celibacy to a whole new era. Like 100% giving myself to God. I decided not to shop at Walmart, Target, or Amazon anymore or eat. Where the text go? Okay. Or eat any sweets except fruit, not even alcohol. Started yesterday. Oh, that's beautiful. You're going to be detoxing for real. Hold on one second. I remember you came to LA at the botanical store. What? Which botanical store? Rex? Zeta Rex? Because you know, I be at a lot of botanical stores. I be at the herbal stores, everything. I was at the herb stores. I was at the botanical stores. My friend got me scared of me because I had crystals in my bra. Yeah, that's another thing. That's just like I had built me a little blood shrine, right? I had this nice customer. I had this nice customer, and I had showed her like this little blood shrine I had. It didn't have much blood in it, but it had blood in it. And I couldn't collect them $40 a week no more. Her boyfriend wasn't that important. She realized the depths of my magic, and she didn't want to know nothing. She didn't want no more tarot readings about her boyfriend. I swear to you, she did not want no. Once I showed her the little blood shrine, I got a little blood souvenir thing. Once I showed her that little blood souvenir thing, oh, and I didn't understand what the problem was. Like, we bleed every 28 days, and you're mad because I wanted to save my blood as a piece or ornament, as a tool. Like, are you crazy? Like, I'm flushing this stuff down the toilet every month. And you mean to tell me that you got a problem with me wanting to save it as a souvenir? You got people around here saving their locks, they saving their hair, they saving their toenails, they saving they baby daddy condom, and you got the nerve to be mad because I wanted to put a piece of my sacred blood on the altar. Yeah. And it wasn't to make some type of pact with some demon. It was saying, this is my essence, this is my power, and it's coming out every 28 days. So what does that mean? I demand my spirit and everything about me to come forth. And yeah, you can. You can. Every point about it. So back to this companionship thing. So the dude got the Vaseline all over his face. Yeah, he got the Vaseline all over his face. I mean, taller than me, same color as me. And he even liked my song. Yeah, he got me to the point. I'm going to write another song. Because he said, no, that's not you. That's not you. I said, yes, that is me. So I'm going to write another song because he liked it. But I do know one thing about it. Let me tell y'all something. It's a hard world right now. It's a hard world. You really cannot deal with people by association right now. I'm talking about why the 30-year-olds, from the 80s, why the 80s babies? Why do the 80s baby have so many problems right now? When it comes down to purchasing things and everything, we're in this economic trap where our parents built us a bridge, but at the same time, we're being duped out of all our money. You know what I mean? Like, literally, we went from being able to buy a home for $20,000 in 20 years to a home. The minimum you could pay for a home is $200,000 to $150,000. I mean, in a non-developed city. In a developed city, you're gonna pay $300,000. So, another thing about the companionship, what I desire in a companion, they got to have their own. That's right, they got to have their own. They got to have something. They got to have a $10,000 lot or something. They got to have something. Revere Sky, why do the companion got to have something? They got to have something because that's the only way they're going to value your shit. If the people don't have anything, they're not going to value you. Okay? Remember that. Never be around people that ain't got nothing to lose because they will never value what you have. They will only look at you for handouts. Okay? The companion that I need has to be able to save something. Okay? I don't care if it ain't nothing but $200 a month. $200 a month saved is better than a person that makes $6,000 a month and don't have no savings. Say it again, Revere Sky. A person that can save $200 a month, I mean, never have to spend it, never have to touch it, is way greater than a person who makes $6,000 a month and can't save anything. Okay? So that's another thing I need in a companionship. Someone that knows how to save. Okay? That has a green thumb. And has something. They got to have something. They got to be done inherited something from their their family. They got to be done bought something, okay? And they can't be comfortable renting. Like, literally, you cannot be comfortable renting. That is crazy. If you're going to lose it, you might as well lose something that you own, okay? But that renting, like, I know people in California that have been living in the same apartments for 11 years. Can somebody give me how much it costs? $1,300 a month for 11 years. How much money is that? $1,300 a month for 11 years. How much money is that? We'll say 10. That's $13,000 a year. $13,000 a year for 10 years. That's $130,000, okay? So I need a companion that want to own their own shit, okay? They want some land. They want some soil, okay? That's right. You see how much money that is? $1,300 times 13 years is $170,000. So who you being loyal to? Are you telling me that you cannot sit here and say, I could work as hard as for myself. I could work just as hard for myself as I am for this rental company. I can work just as hard for myself as I can for this rental company. Okay? This is very important. And if you have children, I just uploaded a video. Hopefully it finished loading soon. If you have children and you're a single mama and you're not growing nothing, you got to start growing something. Okay? You got to start growing something. It scares me to see somebody comfortable to live in an apartment when in fact they can save that money. That's $13,000 a year. So if that's $13,000 a year, you room with somebody and you save $7,000 a year. I know women, I know melanated women that their family turned their back on them. They wanted to start having sex. Let me tell you something. When a melanated woman want to start having sex, this is what she does. She starts saving her money. When she want privacy, she want to start having sex, she want to relax, she want to walk around the house naked, she starts saving her money. That's right, she starts saving her money because she don't want to be under nobody else's rules and regulations. She don't want nobody else in her business. And then, not only that, she want a quality man to come into her life. So when she starts saving that money and she start looking for a home, what does she want? She wants quality in her life. Same goes with a man. A man could be on the street living from a shelter with food stamps. What does he want when he's ready for sex, when he's ready for a family? He starts to work. He goes and he gets off his mother's couch. He quit renting a room from his homeboy. What does he do? He starts to develop his own peace of mind because now he's ready to set out the territory and he's ready to invite someone into his home. You understand me? So when I say I need a companion that has their own, that's exactly what I mean. They got to have their own. I don't care if the companion is 70 years old. I don't care if the companion is 30 years old. But you got to want your own, have your own, and be ready. And again, like I say, it's enough people in here to hear it. I don't care if my companion is male or female. I'm not looking for sex. I'm not looking for affection. I'm not saying I might not spoon you every now and then and you might not spoon me. Like, hey, we need some type of affection, I guess. But I'm not looking for no sex whatsoever. You'll be in your room. I'll be in my room. When we travel, we'll have 2 beds. If it's cheaper to have 1 bed, we'll have 1 bed, okay? Well, you know, it is what it is. All I'm saying is, I'm ready. I know for a fact now that 2 is greater than 1, but the person has to be on the same mindset, okay? They definitely have to be on the same mindset. And I don't mind having multiple companions, okay? I do not mind having multiple companions. I don't care if they have children. The thing is, They cannot have the Vaseline all over their face. The only person that I would, the only two people that I will put up with that have Vaseline all over their face is my mother, because that's my blood, right? And my sugar daddy who can't read. Okay, them the only two companions that I will put up with Vaseline all over your face. Like, otherwise, we just gonna have to be community type people, okay? I'm not dealing with this Vaseline all over the face, because soon as you sneeze, soon as you cough, I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak out. I ain't got time, okay? I do not have time for the super spreaders at all. So the companion definitely had, and you can't be the type that said, "Oh, I only went down there once. I didn't go the second or third time. I didn't go the second or third time." No, all it takes is once. All it takes is once. I don't want that type of companion. No way. No way. No way. You are brainwashed. I can't mess with you. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. You'll destroy the garden. We cannot destroy the garden, okay? The garden got to keep growing, okay? We got to be able to handle our business. And let me tell you something. I don't mind if a person borrow money, okay? But if you've been shopping with me, like 2 years, and then you like, "Sky, can I borrow $400? And then I look up all the stuff you purchased and it added about $400. Nope. You can't borrow no money. Nope. That's like saying that I'm giving you the money back that you gave me over a 2-year period. It's not going to work. So nobody asked Sky for no money, the equivalent of what they purchased. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now, I can see if you said, you've been shopping with me 2 years and you said, "Sky, let me borrow $50. I'm not even going to let you borrow. I'm going to give it to you. Okay? But I'm not going to let you borrow the same amount of money that you spent for products for 2 years. Like, no, it's not going to work, because you're never going to pay me back. Okay? I know this for a fact. You're not going to pay me back. Okay? So back to these companions. Like, y'all, truly, dearly, I do want companionship. Okay? But a few years of my life, and I got to explain this, I done cuss motherfuckers out, okay? I done cuss motherfuckers out. I done called them every name in the book but the child of the Lord. So I'm to the point now where I can't even get along with somebody. If it even seems like they lying a little bit, I get outrageous. I get frustrated. I cut the cord. I sever everything, okay? Like, I don't even want to deal with them no more, okay? If they show one sign of they lying, one sign at all that they got a lie to me, and my mom, she pushed me in a corner like, "Why they got a lie to you? What you be trying to tell these folks to convince them that they got to keep up with you? And the only way they could keep up with you if they lie to you." I'm like, I ain't said nothing to these people. I'm just smiling, enjoying my life, inviting them out with me on leisure. And they just decide that they got to lie to kick it. That is a big no-no. I'm telling you right now, the thuggery is all the way there. I will not show you no love, no compassion. I will treat you like a nigga out on the street. Lying is not needed. It is not needed. You can't be trusted, okay? Like, if you're lying to me and I'm a stranger, imagine what you'll do to me once you know me. Okay? We cannot have that. That's a big no-no. So that's the number one thing. No lying. You can't cheat on me because we're not fucking. I'm gonna hip you another thing. If I suck your dick, I love you. Okay? That's number one. If I suck your dick, I love you. Okay? If I never suck your dick, I do not fucking love you. Period. Period. Okay? Period. If I do not have that mental, if I suck your dick, I own your ass. Okay? If I eat your pussy, I own your motherfucking ass. So any skeletons in the closet got to go. Got to go right then and there, okay? Ain't no more ifs and buts about it. That's another reason why I'm single, because I have not found that love yet, okay? And then my drunk companion, yes, I got a drunk companion. He's 70 years old, okay? He give me the little stimmy, and he give me like 8% of his social security check and stuff. But you know what? I wanted to know how much of an alcoholic he really was. So he was sober one day, and we was riding down the street. It was a happy day. I wasn't yelling or screaming or anything. It was a happy day. And I said, you know what? Because I'm tired of seeing him drink alcohol. You know what I mean? Like, we can't even go to the club or nothing. And I told him, I said, you know what? I really like you. If you could just go sober a month, I'll suck your dick, lick your balls, and eat your duty hole. Yes, I did tell him that. I did tell him that. He looked at me and said, girl, quit lying. I said, no, I'm serious. I'm serious. If you could just show me, you could just be a sober character for 30 days. I got you. That man, I would say within 3 days, he was damn near about to piss on himself. Okay? So that's not going to work. Even though I got a companion that'll feed the chickens, feed the dog, feed the cat, check the mail. That's not going to work. I need somebody that's focused, that's not under the influence. Don't have to smoke weed as soon as they wake up in the morning. Don't have to smoke cigarettes as soon as they wake up in the morning. Don't have an alcohol problem. Don't have a pill popping problem. Don't have a fentanyl problem. Yes, it is. Sugar withdrawal is like crack, okay? It make your head hurt, your jaw start glitching, you start having cravings, you start getting angry at people. Yeah, sugar withdrawals are real. Like your voice get high pitched because you frustrated. You looking for that high, and that high not there, and your body used to it, and them parasites used to it. Them parasites trying to convince you that you're used to it. And then you got to worry about the Matrix, and you got to worry about Google sending out advertisements of sweets and chocolates and food and ASMRs. Oh, yeah, you got a lot of problems when you detox from sugar, okay? You got a lot of problems. And then the commercials, don't let your brain think about your favorite snack. Then you got these ads that just start popping up out the blue because you're on a sugar diet, right? Okay, I know about them too. Now, anything else I'm missing about a companion? Oh, they got to be willing to travel within the states. That's right. They got to be able to travel in the states. That's why I like retired people on Social Security. They call themselves retired, okay? Oh yeah, it sure does. It rid them parasites. It'll even that them if you do white papaya seeds, like if you get a real green papaya that the seeds are not fully developed, it will cause your period to come on. Okay? It will cause a miscarriage. It will clean your wound out. I always eat the seeds. I always eat the seeds. I had a bunch of seeds I put on my salad, and I forgot I put them on my salad. And I said, "Ooh, this salad bitter." I kept saying, "Ooh, this salad bitter." But then I remembered I put them seeds on there, but I still ate my salad though. Okay. So another thing about a companion, they can't be fearful. If they see me slacking, like in bed, gaining weight or anything, say something. I need a companion that's active, want to walk, want to swim. Oh, yeah. You got to know how to swim. And if you don't know how to swim, you got to trust me to teach you how to swim. That's right. You can't fear water, okay? I'm a Scorpio, okay? I'm a water sign, okay? I'm a Capricorn rising. That's right. I am a Capricorn rising. I am an earth sign. I am a leader. I may not be exactly leading, but believe me, there is a thin line where people actually listen to me, okay? And I'm also a Cancer. And you see my voice got high when I said that. I'm also a Cancer. So my moon sign is a Cancer. Yes, I'm a Krabby Patty, okay? I'm very emotional. I'm deep depths into the water, okay? So I'm like, you got to be on my level. Okay, now let me tell you something else. I don't have to be attracted to my companion. Okay, I do not. I just feel like there are certain times where we need to up our game and have a level of class. Does that make sense? We got to have a level of class, okay? We got to have a level of class. Got to. Because if we don't, we got to be able to move and shake. If we decide we want to go to this fine dining restaurant where each bill is $60, we got to be able to put on the clothes that complement that setting. If we decide we want to go on a 2-hour tour on a boat, we got to be able to put ourselves in the mood for that setting. You know what I mean? I like to switch it up. I'm just saying, I like to switch it up just a little bit. Okay? And other than that, I love free days, hiking, swimming, fishing, going to see grandma, going to see your people, having fun, because that's what we're supposed to do. But at the same time, we should be prepping. And somebody said on the channel that they're using their preps. First of all, if you're prepping, the food that you prep is supposed to be your 25-year survival food, right? Not your everyday food. Like, there's no reason you should be, if you can dry beans and if you can dry rice, you shouldn't be touching your preps. Like, that is for emergencies. Like, your budget. Like, how did you manage to prep that stuff, but you don't have a budget to buy more? Something's wrong. That's not preps. That is not preps. Preps is when you grow fruits and vegetables and you store them by drying them, canning them, dehydrating them, or you put them in like a root cellar for a whole year, okay? You got to be conscious of this stuff, okay? So yeah, I'm just putting it out there in the universe, y'all, that I'm definitely seeking a companion. I desire a companion. And I'm just not having any luck. And I do feel like I'm hella aggressive because I'll give you another example of me, my hella aggression. And so I don't want to hurt nobody, so I just stay to myself. I don't want to hurt nobody verbally, psychologically, physically. And I should have specialized in psychology in the first place because I'm a mastermind, okay? I am a surreal mastermind. I'm just not like them New York people that be scamming and shit, you know what I mean? But I'm a surreal mastermind when it comes down to mentalities dealing with companions. And I just want everybody to be in their own lane. But it's one thing I want to explain real quick. So this guy had called me out. I was at the truck stop. I was getting a lottery ticket. I played a few lottery tickets. And then he was scanning my tickets. But when he was scanning my tickets, I walked around there at the edge of the counter to look at each ticket being scanned. And he looked at me and he said, "You got trust issues." I said, "I don't have trust issues." I said, like that man said in that reel, he said, "I don't have trust issues. I see patterns." And that's what I was trying to explain to the man. I don't have trust issues. I just see patterns. And I know for a fact, if I monitor you, I don't have to get scammed. So to prove that he was a nice guy, he bought me another ticket. and it hit for $100, and he didn't ask for none of the money. And I was like, but this doesn't prove it though. But thank you. You're one in a million. You know what I mean? This is why I said I never reached out and dated people my age. I never reached out and brought people my age into my home because think about it. Like I was young. I was like 18 years old with a pool table in my home. So I didn't bring that type of mentality into my home. Like at 12 years old, I was burning CDs. I had AOL on my computer and stuff. You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, these children, like one time we had these young boys over, they were about 17, 18 and stuff. And this guy had called me to the door, come pick some up. You know what I mean? Party pack, whatever. I'm young. And I'm like, I got this DVD player and this old school TV sitting on the floor. I mean, it had the wood grain on it with the knobs on it. So I had the DVD player hooked to the TV, and I was jamming to maybe some Future or Rich Homie Quan or something. And then next thing you know, or some trap music, but we was getting it in. I wasn't in school. Do you know this pathetic loser stopped the DVD player, took the CD out of the thing and ran out my house? All it took was one time. I mean, all it took was one time for a person my age to fuck me over. For me to just abandon age. Okay? So I completely got trust issues with people my age. Okay? And then my mother sent tenants or renters to me. This was when I was in Georgia. She sent one guy to me. He was jealous because I wasn't trying to holler at him. And I said, nah, I know you didn't send this broke nigga over here. I see, what she did was she sent him to me. He was supposed to go work with me at Subway. I worked at Subway. But at the same time, I had my little sugar daddy come over, okay? And when it came down to it, she sent him over there. And when she sent him over there, I told him, I said, until you get a job, I need you to help me paint my kitchen. And I was dead ass fucking for real. Until you get a job, I need you to wash the dishes, take the trash out, paint the kitchen. And I was for real. So he got mad because me and my buddies were drinking one night and he was painting the kitchen. Now, don't get me wrong. I always have something for everybody, but that was your job. That was your job. Meaning I'm paying the light, gas, water. I'm letting you use my car to go to the store. I'm trusting my mother that you're in my home. Boom. So next thing you know, he gets mad at me because we're in the living room, smoked out and drinking. And he's supposed to be applying for a job at Subway so he could go to work with me, right? So he get mad and he goes to my mother's house. And this was back then when things weren't so bad. We had a little bitty car, a little Toyota, and we kept a key in it. That dude went up there. He left my house. He made it to my mother's house, and he went and stole my little Toyota. And when it ran out of gas, he left it on the side of the road. And then it got towed. So finally, my stepdad called me and said, hey, did you come get the little Toyota? I said, I don't need it. Why would I come get it? And I said, you know, that boy stormed out of here mad at me. And they was like, call the city. So I called the city, and the city said they had it. But it was going to cost $700 to get it out the pound, and I only paid $300 for it. Say it again, Revere Scott. I only paid $300 for this Toyota. I bought it at Goodwill. This is when Goodwill was writing off taxes for people who turned their cars in. And I was like, $700, and I only paid $300 for it. I was like, bump that car. But I told my mama, I said, you will never send another broke person to my home to the point where I can't enjoy my leisure, and to the point that they don't understand that they have light, gas, and water and they couldn't even paint my kitchen. Like, all you got is some white paint and you don't even want to paint the kitchen. You worried about what's going on in my room. You worried about what's going on in my house. That's not going to work. So I'm not going to deal with no companions like that, okay? So I might be just like these jobs. You might need a degree, right? You might need an associate's degree. You might need a few certificates. And you got to have some of your own, okay? And if you desire a flat booty, wide hip, big breast lady with an afro and a gap in the mouth, by all means, I'm here, okay? I'm here. But like I said, I am looking for a companion, not a sexual companion. You can go be with all the baby mamas you got. You can go do all that stuff. You could go be with all the baby daddies you got. You go do all that stuff. But we're on a set mission. That's an economic and agriculture mission, period. Okay? So if you're not economically trying to achieve in life, and if you're not agriculturally trying to protect yourself and your seedlings, you're not the companion for me. So why don't y'all just share that message? Revere Sky's Essence, Aishika Sky Portia Grant, the Scorpio, the Cancer, and the Capricorn, okay? The number 9, yes, I am a 9 in completion, okay? And my grandmother said, why you got all this stuff? Who you gonna leave it to? Well, maybe if I find the right companion, maybe if they do have children or whatever, maybe somehow they can be left a trust, okay? But I'm really looking for that, okay? I don't have children, okay? All I could do is reach out and love everybody else, okay? But you got to have your own. Hey, y'all. I didn't mean to be rude, but I didn't want to lose my train of thought. Hey, Natural, how you doing? Welcome. And hey, Arma, how y'all doing? So yeah, just put the word out there that Sky is definitely looking for a companion. Everybody, when you burn your candle at night, send me a companion, okay? Spirit, soul, cosmic energy, all that. Send me a companion, okay? Because I'm ready for one. I'm a little bit lonely. I am. I'm a little bit lonely. Not really. I'm not alone, but I do have lonesome mental moments, and I'm kind of over that, okay? And then I gotta have somebody. You got to drink. That's right. You got to drink. I do not want. If you don't drink, you got to have all the other above. Meaning, you got to be a farmer. You got to be willing to cut some wood and chip some wood. And I'm not telling you to come do this for me. No, I'm gonna be out there doing it myself. Y'all seen me build my chicken coop. Y'all seen me build my chicken coop. Y'all seen me build the shed to my shop. I'm very hands-on. So if I got some strenuous work that need to be done, I'm going to pay the right people to do it. I'm not looking at nobody to come be my slave. I don't need you washing my dishes. I don't need you cleaning my house. You got to have your own. Did I tell you that? And if you're local, that's even better. If you're local, that's even better. Okay? Oh, yeah. I'm a 6 masculine. I'm a 4 feminine. So since I'm a 6 masculine and a 4 feminine, I will give people energy, like men get that energy from me that I don't want to be bothered, because there is an essence about me that throbs and percolate just like he does. The same way his dick throb and percolate, the same way my pussy throb and percolate. You understand? And if you touch it about 2-3 times, it will combust, okay? It will combust totally. So I can't do that, okay? I'm a 6 masculine, 4 feminine. Okay, she's in the shadow. You know how God say, Satan, get behind me. That's what we dealing with. My masculine energy leads, and my feminine energy protects my backside, okay? Period. That's how it is. My masculine is God, and my feminine is Satan. And she don't play the radio either, because if she ever wake up and if she ever start percolating internally the way she want to, y'all better watch out, okay? It may be a wormhole that you may never come back out of, okay? Ah, I'm for real. I am so for real. Y'all don't understand. And listen, another thing about companions, I don't mind traveling to come help you with your garden, okay? But you got to be willing to come travel to help me with my garden. So if you're not local and you're not a local companion, you got to be willing to travel, okay? You got to come help me just as well as I'm going to come help you. It's 34 degrees. Well, you still could grow things indoor. Just put them in the window and put a little heat pad over there. You can still grow things in the winter. Definitely grow things in the winter. Okay. There's a lot of things that grow in the winter. Yep. Cosmic said, let her wake up. I know that's right. I don't know. It's this masculine energy I got that pushed men away. And I didn't know what was wrong with me. You got to come to Florida. You really got to come to Florida. Okay. Um, Another thing is the companions got to drink water, eat raw fruits and vegetables. They can't have all these allergies because let me tell you something. If you got all these allergies and you say you're allergic to mushrooms and shit, you got to bring your EpiPen with you. And this is why you got to bring your EpiPen with you because we're gonna be doing some research. We're gonna be doing some in-house research, meaning you're gonna bite a little piece of that mushroom and you're gonna go pee in a cup and you're gonna drink it. Okay. So if you're not willing to do research on yourself, I can't be your companion. I can't. I can't. Because they have proven that you can neutralize. I do have plants in my beautiful aloe too, and it's suffering. Oh, you got to put it by some heat. You got to put that aloe by some heat, and you're going to have to order you some red clay. Order you some red clay and start feeding that aloe plant some calcium and red clay. Yep. You might even want to crush up some vitamins. You could crush up some vitamins and give it to that aloe vera plant. It might boost this energy, okay? Because 9 out of 10, you're just pouring water on the soil and it ain't getting no nutrients. Like plants need minerals to survive. It's only so much water they can take. They need a lot of minerals. Um, what else? Let me see what else y'all said before I get out of here. Oh, you going vegan? That's good. That's good. I've decided, I tried all the vegan meats, all the mock meats, all this and that. But when I did veganism, I was still on dairy. So I would do veganism for like 2 weeks straight. But then some nights I would get depressed or something. I wouldn't say depressed. I would get in my feelings. And I would realize how lonely I was and how nobody didn't want to be around me. And I would go eat a slice of Chicago cheese pizza from anywhere, whether I was in California or Florida. I would go somewhere and eat cheese pizza that night. So that stopped me from being 100% vegan. Like, no matter how many smoothies I ate, no matter how many bean burgers and veggie wraps I ate, and how much tofu and vegan curry I ate, every now and then I would either want ice cream or cheese pizza. That's right. Or I would eat pesto. Like pesto is a beautiful thing, but like Parmesan cheese just set that thing off. You know what I mean? So I did dairy every now and then. Okay. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to me a local companion and some outer state companions. So if anybody out there need a companion and want Revere Sky's Essence to come to town, and the reason why I say Revere Sky's Essence, because it is my essence, okay? It is my essence. And if you want me to come to town, you want to entertain me, or I could take you out and entertain you, I'm down for it because I need some companions, okay? And remember this, and you don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe me, but I told my little fat companion that can't read, and I told my little drunk companion that get the mail and everything. This is what I told them. I said, now listen now. One day, the one that can't read coming to town. Okay? That's what I told the drunk one. I said, now you either gonna get down or lay down. I said, because we ain't gonna have no problems. We're not gonna have no problems. So I did not buy this king size bed so we both couldn't get in there. I was for real. I was serious. Do you hear me? And he said, huh? Or what? I said, yes, I'm gonna be in the middle. You're gonna be on the left, he's gonna be on the right. And I'm for real. I am for real. I live my life the way I want to live it. I'm still a child in a grown ass body, and I'm going to live how I want to live. So, yes, I told, and not only that, when I went to Texas, I took the little drunkard with me, right? I took the little drunkard with me, and the drunkard came with me, and I stayed at my other companion house. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. So, yes, I'm deeply looking for, I don't want to say friendships. I'm literally looking for companionship, okay? So if you're down for it and you want to enjoy your life and you're tired of just being stuck up and miserable, by all means, I'm here. I'm available, okay? Y'all got my email. Y'all got my phone number, okay? I tried my best to pursue my heart. My heart failed me. I swear to God, my heart failed me miserably, okay? So he got to not drink, period. I know that's right. Ooh, I'm tired of these low-life alcoholics demon riding they back. What sense does that make? Like the demon riding your back? What sense does that make? Like a spirit is in you. That's why they call the alcohol spirit. That's not you. You done temporarily removed your soul from your seat. And when you temporarily remove your soul from your seat, you're allowing something else to come in and animate you. That's right. So, have you ever seen those people drunk that say they don't remember nothing? They don't remember nothing. Them right there, when they drink alcohol, the seat to their soul has been compromised. Okay? The enemy that's animating the body is either a jinn or some type of entity that was not granted a vessel. So he has enough power to animate that vessel because that vessel is under stress. And it's under stress because he's drinking and he's polluted his body. He's intoxicated instead of detoxing. He's intoxicated. And when he's intoxicated, it allows that spirit to come in and take over. Oh yeah, these jinns are real, okay? And not only that, I'm going to be looking for group companionship too. And I know y'all may think I'm a little cuckoo or something, but I'm not cuckoo, okay? I don't judge nobody. I smile to get along. I may talk too much. I may be a little bit informative, and you may say, well, why don't you get your own life together? Well, okay, I'll get my own life together. I zip my lip as long as we enjoying our life, okay? So, yeah, I'm looking for group companionship too. But yeah, just put the word out there that Sky is definitely looking for a companion. I'm not looking for a relationship. And dudes, you gotta have your child support in order, okay? I cannot help you. It's cheaper to go live with her, okay? It's cheaper for you to go live with her. Don't worry about living with me, okay? You gotta have your own, okay? But I have been successful with a few companions, like long-term friendships. Like I got one guy that moved from Georgia to South Carolina. He comes to Florida and visit. Like we cool. Like we could sleep in the same bed. send me links to porn while he at work, and I'll send him links to porn while he at work, and we're not sexually attracted to each other. I got my passport too, but I got to renew it. Yes. You got to link me to them Jen movies. We are definitely not going to India. We're going to see all of the United States because I feel like we haven't even seen all the states yet. Like, we should go to Mexico or Canada first or Hawaii. We shouldn't even be worried about going to India. Okay. Yep, we shouldn't worry about going to India. Um, and they are whitewashing their people too. Like, they do not advertise melanated people on advertisement. The only time they advertise melanated people is when they want you to go to the hospital or they want you to go to a clinic. Yeah. So I also had a Swedish companion a long time ago. I had catfished her, but once she found out who I was, she loved me to death. Like, she was sending me money and everything, and I didn't need it. You know what I mean? I guess she was letting me know, okay, you catfish me, but like, you romantically talked to me for so long that I just enjoyed it. So she started sending me money and stuff, but then she didn't ever fly to the United States to come visit me though. She was talking crazy. She was like, if I come to the United States, I'm not going back to Sweden. You're supposed to just be visiting. And if you like it, then you could come back. Like, I don't know what you're going through at home. Yeah, we all need somebody. And I feel like I need me a companion or a few companions. I can have a companion in each state. You know what I mean? I just need some companions. Right. The Grand Canyon. Y'all know I had that dream about the Grand Canyon, right? I went deep into the depths of the waters. And then I went in this tunnel. The tunnel was underwater and it was not flooded. So I went down in the Grand Canyon, I could say at least a half a mile. And once I went down, there was this tunnel. And I went in this tunnel and it was a cave and it had all of our trinkets. It had all of our ancient Egyptian trinkets. So when you see me with the ancient Egyptian Nefertiti stuff on. So yeah, that's my face. I took half of my face and flipped it to the other side. And then I took that Caucasian woman off the picture because Nefertiti was not like that, okay? So I put myself on there, okay? Yes, 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 yes. I am a Photoshop king, okay? And yes, I did. I was not going to allow them to promote that outfit with that lady face on it, okay? So I took the outfit and I put my face on it. I sure did. No way, Jose. Was she gonna be wearing that $1 million outfit? Lying to the world. Y'all got to be kidding me. Who is that? Oh yeah. Who is that? Bradford Blair. Don't I know Bradford Blair? I think I know Bradford Blair. Um, Yeah, it did come out the Grand Canyon. They some slicksters. But you know some, we can't be mad at them. We got to be mad at the Nubian Spaniards and the Nubian Portuguese and the Nubian French and the Nubian British. We cannot be mad at them. We got to be mad at the right people. Okay? Y'all know God hand is melanated. Y'all know that. So don't sit up here and pretend like you don't know God hand is melanated. You know Bobby Hemmett said you could go to that museum. Y'all see my little blue light up there? Okay. You could go to that museum and the hand, if you in a group with white people, the hand to come down. But if you're in a group of black people, they won't even show you the hand. So y'all know the person, the all-seeing eye is a melanated person now. Never forget that. The all-seeing eye is a melanated being. It is not a Caucasian. They melanated. Never forget that. Also, you got to think about those interdimensional beings too. So, Merope, the reptilian in South America. Let me speak to y'all one thing real quick. I'm gonna get off the subject. I need to make a separate video, but I'm gonna get off the subject for a second since y'all here. Do your research. Right, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. That's right. These black devils have been trying to conquer us forever. That's why they use the Caucasian as an ambassador to control and manipulate us. That's why they put a white Jesus and a white God out there to manipulate us. Okay? But even though they're not our kinfolk, they're still these people on this high order above the 33rd degree are melanated people. Okay? So never get that twisted. We're enslaved and in bondage by melanated people. We're not enslaved and bondage by people who just were created in the last 3,000 to 5,000 years. Okay? We're enslaved and in bondage by our own skin folk. Okay? So never get that twisted. Okay? All that, oh, they're this, they're that. Them people were hired and programmed and designed to work a certain amount of years and then die off. I'm going to say it again. Those people were wired, programmed, and designed to work a certain amount of years and to function a certain amount of years, then die off. Okay? That's right. But there's one thing our skin folks that enslaved and put us in bondage, there's one thing that they didn't realize. They did not realize that there were other entities that can use that vessel and embed its own coding in it. So the Caucasians were working for the melanated indigenous gods, the ones that are in heaven, the stars, the galactic ones, the inner earth beings. They were working for them, but then there was the what do you call it? What I always say, I got to bring those videos back up. The people who look through the remote viewing. So you got these other entities and these other alien species that remote view this planet. And they seen that they had a being on the planet that did not have a shield, did not have a, what you call it, the computer, when the computer firewall. So these interdimensional beings that have nothing to do with our God realize that these new beings that our skin folks created did not have firewalls, meaning they didn't have the God firewall that protects you from being compromised or interceded. You know, like when you drink and that spirit jump into you. So when they seen that there were vessels on the planet that could be jumped, that's when all hell broke loose. That's right. So our skin folk that tried to conquer us and enslave us got ambushed by another galactic federation, a more evil and dark, sadistic type of being, right? And they conquered the ambassadors, the Caucasian race. And they interbred and interceded their DNA. So the junk DNA Right, right. I don't know which one's fallen. I don't know which one, but we all here, so we've all fallen to some degree. Um, all I know is they messed up. So they was using the Caucasian race to govern and control us, but then that that dang thing jumped into them and started breeding through them and started seeding through them and started rewiring their DNA, and it turned into a hive mind. That's right. It turned into a hive mind, and that's how we got compromised so fast in the United States. Because back then there was no technology, but these Caucasians had a hive mind, and they were able to telepathically talk to each other like we were able to do before our planet got disturbed in the first place. So we are in a age of sleep, like Bobby Hemmett said, but at the same time, those interdimensional creatures or beings from another galactic federation, deep in a dark world, nowhere near risen to our vibration, nowhere near risen to our vibration. That's why they had to wait till our own people hybridized us. That's right. They had to wait till our own people hybridized. I can't even get it out. They had to wait till our own people played with the DNA. And once our own people played with the DNA, they were able to come in and start weaving their DNA into those bodies and vessels that did not have firewalls, did not have the God firewall, okay? So yeah, oh yeah, and the companion has to be willing to listen to stuff like this, okay? Because it's real. It's the real deal, okay? So I'm not gonna keep y'all. I do know one thing. Trying to see the screen. I do know one thing. I'm very happy that y'all showed up, okay? I'm happy y'all showed up. I'm happy y'all supported me. I'm happy that YouTube allowed this live to go on for an hour. Okay, I really am. Yes, and it's not working for them anymore. Facts. They the original Android pale folks. Yeah, they got a lot going on. They got a lot going on. That's why I posted and said, you don't know if you're talking to a Caucasian spirit, their enemy, the real them, or you're talking to their vessel handler. Okay. Caucasians have a vessel handler, okay? Like they could talk to you with reason, but if they feel like they want to show you who they are, they'll show you who they are, okay? They do it to me all the time. But I'm going to tell you something about that hive mind, though. They have respect for certain melanated people, okay? And the hive mind can fuck you over. You know how Cat Williams say, the hive mind, no, he didn't say the hive mind. He said, you got a group of people out there that'll make you sting real fast. That's why I said, when I started repping my Indian stuff and my indigenous stuff, just all of a sudden, I was almost in jail. You know what I mean? Like just out the blue. Traffic tickets, fingerprinting, booking you, trying to book you in jail and stuff. Like that is real. So when you start stepping on the hive mind toes, they will definitely try to sting you. Okay? So just know when you're dealing with them, sometimes you're just dealing with their spirit or their enemy. And sometimes they get infiltrated. Like if you're somebody they need to monitor you, the person will forget the reason why they're even in the store because now they're monitoring you. Okay? They're wired like that. It's something that could just turn them on and off. Like they'll be a Brady Bunch family and the next minute they're spying on you. They're a spy family, the whole family watching you. Okay? It's real. I don't know how they got the technology. I don't know how they're able to give natural births and have this technology, but they have it. Okay. The same way we say that our ancestors and spirits stick with us and protect us and guide us, these people have that stuff wired in them, hardcore wired. And they'll even have the baby toddler spying on you, the cat and the dog spying on you. Jupiter ascending. Yep, yep. Let me see. I'm gonna have to save that. That happened to you at the Winn Dixie. What they do to you, Sean Oliver? Yeah, they have been around a long time. That's what I was trying to explain. Like these entities or these beings, they knew that our ancestors was gonna mess up out of greed and out of control and out of power. That's why. Have you ever seen a Asian restaurant? An Asian restaurant that's doing a American theme. It take my mama to brag about it, but an Asian restaurant that's doing an American theme, right? They'll have all white women and all white men running the business, but it's ran by Asians. And the reason why they're doing that is because when you think of Asian, you think of spending $10 to $17 on food, right? You probably even can get lunch for $7.99 or $5.99. Like there's an Asian restaurant in my town in Jacksonville where you can get lunch for $4.50. Literally, you could get lunch for $4.50. And then because of the pandemic, they finally went up to $5.50. But you could get teriyaki chicken and fried rice for $4.50 all day, every day. Like it was a time I went and got 8 trays because it was just so easy to feed people. Like it was just easy. So what am I trying to say? The same way the Asian have white people running the business, stage, it's an act, right? It's an act. The same way our melanated ancestors were trying to put a void between doing business on the planet. See, as just like they said, like Enki, Enlil, and the big head scientists, all that, just like they said, nobody wanted to do any work. Nobody wanted to be slaves. Everybody was conscious and aware. Everybody was smart, telepathic. Everybody was smart and telepathic, so they couldn't go dig up gold in a mine. They couldn't dig up coal in a mine. You know what I mean? They wasn't going to do that. They were too smart and intelligent. So they, in these last 10,000 years, they had to keep dumbing us down. Dumbing us down. We need these people to be domestic as possible. And we got to give them a God too, because if we don't give them a God, then they're going to come looking for us. You get what I'm saying? How does a nigga hide in plain sight? How does a nigga hide in plain sight? How does a God hide in plain sight? He gives you a false God. Say it again, Revere Sky. How does a God hide in plain sight? He gives you a false God. Period. Okay? So let that sink in. Please let that sink in. Oh, the elite, they can't be touched. You don't know who to find. Yeah, they're right here walking the streets with us because you think the man that's on the channel is the Dundada. It's not. You got some real black devils out here and they got brown skin. Brown skin. You know, it was a movie a long time ago where white women were traumatized, would go to this black man. You know, it's a European actor, I think. Would go to this black man and meet him in an empty hotel room or whatever, in an empty apartment or whatever. And he would hug them and take all their pain away, take all their trauma away, take all their thoughts away. That's very powerful. That's very powerful. Just like the white man said, didn't no white aliens come out of that spaceship? They were 9-foot black people. Just like Delbert Blair said, didn't no white people come meet me that were aliens? I lost track of time talking to black people. Just like Bobby Hemmett said, the U.S. government ain't gonna let all them Africans over here because they could rob the bank blind. The bank won't have no money. There won't be any money in the vault. So don't get it twisted. The gods are right here on this planet. They're untouchable. They can't be touched. They are the ones that manipulated the planet, terraformed the planet, and everything. Okay? So I'm telling you now, it's by design, okay? They put poor class white people there to manipulate black people mentally. They put middle class white people there to manipulate people mentally. They put high class, rich white people there to manipulate rich, wealthy black people mentally. It's all by design. Just like the Pope prays to who? Who does the Pope pray to? The Pope prays to the Black Madonna. Not the white Madonna, not the Mexican Madonna, the Black Madonna. Okay? I even rep the Black Madonna, okay? Because mother, then child. And like I say, there's a little boy on her lap, not a little girl, because all she's going to do is replicate herself, and no man, and you know, these men might leave the room, I don't give a fuck. No man can ever be greater than the woman. How can you be greater than something that you sat in for 9 months? I don't care what man leave the moon. I mean, not the moon, dang. I don't care what man leave the room. And you see, we just lost 2 people because it's real, okay? Everybody is praying to the essence of the Nubian energy, the indigos, in secret, while we have been duped on a facade of who our God is. Period. Okay, I'm gonna let it go. I enjoyed y'all. I enjoyed the support. If you could share the live, that would be great. I really do appreciate it. Yes, you got to keep a matriarchal. Men cannot find themselves until they help women find themselves. Okay? I love y'all. Enjoy. And make sure you check out my website. Mwah.